Welcome back guys to another GTA video, and in today's one, after 80 hours of grinding and selling cars, we are finally at the last vehicle required for the import-export career progress requirement. So as you can see, I have sold 24.9 million of vehicles and I only need to sell one more top range car, which is the ETR1 in this case. Now, as I just said, it did take over 80 hours to actually get all these sourced and sold, and that is primarily because I've done it solo. I think I sold one other vehicle with one of my friends, but because of the 20-minute cooldown timer in between each sale, it does take over 80 hours just to grind out all these sales. And this final sale here was part of a group of 10 that I was doing, and I hadn't had any sort of hassle whatsoever. But here we see on the final sale, it pops up, I've got two people in a car that are right behind me, and I start to kind of panic. I'm just thinking, oh no, not this one, please no. And because of that, I'm too busy concentrating on the minimap to see if they are gaining on me, which they are doing very slowly. But with the eyes down at the map, constantly checking that, I'm not keeping my eyes on the road. But luckily enough, at this point it's fairly clear, but I then go and balls it up by trying a pass or an overtake in between these two cars instead of going wide, and I don't know how I hit that car. Just too much concentration on the minimap instead of actually on the road. But thankfully enough, he dives off the other side of the carriageway and is stuck on the other side. And having a look at the minimap there, you can see it actually has a smash and stops. That actually stops him in his tracks, and I get on and do the rest of the sale here, the rest of the drive, with no other issues. So thankfully got away with that one, and we managed to get the final sale completed. Coming out of the cutscene, we get the final notification through letting us know that that is it done. So jumping in, we can then go and claim the 10,000 RP, the 250,000 GTA dollars, and the trophy Nero Custom. So let's just jump over to the garage and see how it looks. And I actually forgot how good a car this actually looks. Now the custom variant, the car itself will cost you 1.4, just over 1.4 million from Benny's. But this being the custom, it adds on a further 600,000 just to get the Benny's upgrade to make it into the Nero Custom. So this is a $2 million car that you are getting for, I would say, nothing. 80 hours worth of grinding is certainly not nothing, but we'll take it into Hal's just to get the performance upgrades added on. And as per usual with the other career progress awards, I'm not going to be changing the looks at all of the vehicle. Keep all the personalisation the same, apart from the lights and the number plates. You do get the car with some upgrades added onto it already, but there's plenty of other choices that you can change to if you choose to do so. I actually forget to put the different horn on it, but you can see here I'm changing the headlights and just adding in the neon kit as well. Also just changing the plate over, and that finishes the changes that I am actually going to do to the vehicle out with the actual performance upgrades. So just changing the transmission and the turbo up to the highest spec. That actually completes the customization to the vehicle. Pop on some red tyre smoke, and then we can get it around the test track, see how well it does round there. But what do you think, guys? Is it worth the 80-hour grind? Questionable, but it is a good looking car. But let's get it into the test track, see how it does round there. So as usual, bring up the time trial and head over to the start line. Now on the drive down it did handle really well, but let's see how it does round here. So away we go. I'll leave a link to my previous video on import export up in the top corner and also in the description. and this did only take me 2 laps to get warmed up. It was such an intuitive car just to drive, handles really well, great braking and acceleration, handling both this triple left-hander and the switchbacks really well. It did finish off with a time of 57.09 seconds. And hearing that horn, I did actually go back in and change the horn over to something a bit better. But there you have it guys, import export finally completed. If you did enjoy today's video, did find it useful, do leave a like, and if you are new here, why not consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.